Today's saint of the day of February 7 is Saint Gonçalo Garcia. Saint Gonçalo Garcia was born as Gundislaus Garcia on February 5, 1557 to a Portuguese father and a Canarense, Indian mother who resided at the western coast, in Basian. He was educated by Father Sebastian Goncalves, a Jesuit priest working in the college near Basian Fort at Vasai. He studied grammar, philosophy, and Roman history. Under the guidance of the Jesuits for 8 years from 1564 to 1572, Gonçalo Garcia was willing to go to Japan with other missionaries. In 1569, he told Father Sebastian Goncalves about his plan to go to the east, but his request was turned down since he was quite young, and in 1572, Father Sebastian permitted him to go to Japan when he was 15. He surprised young Gonçalo by disclosing the news that he also has decided to leave to Japan. Once the missionaries reached Japan, Gonçalo worked as a catechist. He would walk the streets drawing children to him with his kindness and a fluent understanding of Japanese. He worked for 8 years in the Japanese missionary fields with the Jesuits. He tried to join the Jesuit order, but he was turned down because of his native origin. Losing hope, Gonçalo left the Jesuits. He moved to the Japanese city of Lako and started work as a merchant. His work flourished. Through his business transaction he came into contact with many high-ranking members of Japanese society, including the emperor. Even though he was successful in business, Gonçalo yearned to become a member of a religious order. Eventually, he was accepted by the Franciscans. He moved to Manila, where he worked as a catechist. Once again, his fluency in Japanese came in handy. In 1593, he joined a Spanish delegation to Japan as a translator. Despite some initial problems, the local king, Taiko-sama, was friendly towards them, and the Franciscans became quite successful in their missionary efforts. The success of the Franciscans angered the Buddhist priests. They tried to get the king to expel the Franciscans, but he refused. However, that was about to change. A Spanish treasure ship named the San Felipe was forced to land because of a storm. The captain erroneously told the local Japanese custom agent that the Franciscans had been sent by the Spanish king to influence the people to rebel against their ruler. This lie was taken advantage of by the enemies of the Franciscans. When Taiko-sama heard the story, he was enraged and ordered that all missionaries in Japan be arrested and executed. The Franciscans were arrested on December 8, 1596 and sentenced to death. The following February 26 Christians were taken to a hill outside of Nagasaki and crucified. Gonçalo was the first to be crucified. Once the missionaries were nailed to the crosses, the soldiers pierced each one through the heart with a spear. Upon seeing this, Christians in the crowd broke through the guards and used pieces of cloth to soak up the blood of these holy martyrs. At the end of the day, even some of the toughest soldiers had tears in their eyes, and for 40 days they remained intact.